I think so too.
10
So you think he's like
remaining.
third ban, third face ban?
He's like very situational.
5
He's like a
seconds
good hero,
remaining.
but very situational. He's not like you remember during
Yeah.
the majors and even a week before
Every
every game
game.
there was alchemist,
Dire team
and you get
ban.
punished because people became better at dealing with the alchemist and they understood the hero more. And they realized that you don't try to outgrid alchemists. Like a lot of teams that
Why
actually
would they?
a lot of teams that lost actually tried to outgrid alchemists. You can never outgrid alchemists.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
5 minus?
no.
Yeah, no,
5 seconds
no
remaining.
chance.
Did you lose the
Reserve
game
time.
trying to get 5 minus.
Maybe if they have no heroes with Ags upgrades and they have like Undying plus like Lich and other heroes like that. Actually, both of those have Ags upgrades.
I don't know, but I think that you should never try to outgrade alchemists. You should always be looking
Fighting,
to punish
yeah.
and get wards down, try to steal his stats.
I'm with you. We should be on the same team together.
Radiant
Yeah, why
team
not?
ban.
We do it. We can name our team the 5 Merlinis.
And we're gonna get Ming Li as our support.
Radiant
You're
team
way too
ban.
much of a meme right now, Winter. I don't know you anymore.
Spirit breaker.
But right now, yep,
Dire
Mineski.
team pick.
Those two are really favorite Mineski heroes, banned in second phase by Liquid, like Huskar and Sada. So I like the way that Liquid are actually choosing to ban the heroes. They're banning a lot of comfort heroes that Mineski like to go
Mhm.
for. Like I feel like you should always be targeting your ban towards what the enemy is comfort, not always about
What's good
general.
versus your
yeah,
lineup.
not always about what good versus your lineup. You
Yeah.
always have to consider that
I'm down
what
with
the
10
that.
opponents
seconds remaining.
are really comfortable.
Aren't there
at.
some exceptions though?
Yeah, they are, but
5
you should always have
seconds
like a
remaining.
balance. You know, you shouldn't always be trying to ban
Balance in all things.
Yep. Ember Spirit.
Reserve time.
Balance in all.
I like
things.
his voice and his voice lines. They're really cool. Do you ever play him? Probably not. So you
No.
don't know his lines. They're really good. You should play him a couple of times just to hear his voice lines.
I played it a couple of times, but I don't remember.
He's nice. He's peaceful to play, even
He's
though he hears all
peaceful and
about
he has-
slaying people.
It's all about he's all about slaying people and killing. But wow, they're
What?
actually going for level 1 Roche.
Radiant
I mean,
team
ideally
pick.
when you there's one more thing about like Alchemist as well. When you pick him, you want to have very strong level 1 heroes, so you secure the level 1 bounty room.
I mean, I think Mineski has a
Dire
way
team
stronger level
pick.
1 though, with the AA.
Yep, A
Yeah.
is like one of the best.
A is
And they have
definitely one of the
SB
best.
as well. SB is like the tankiest level 1 hero, like in terms of effective HP.
Yep.
Because of the armor and his starting strength.
Not if you have magic damage. Just what AA is there for. Gyro's pretty good level 1.
Shaker, Gyro.
Shaker, Gyro, Pudge.
Yeah, Pudge is really good at level 1 at the rune. But
So you're
right
saying
now,
they
10
should pick
seconds
Pudge.
remaining.
and Alchemist buys the axe for the
5
Pudge.
seconds
Sounds
remaining.
cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but right now they need
Reserve time.
they need
They need-
another support and
they
a
need-
carry.
Don't they need reliable lockdown? Like more quick spells against Spirit Break and Ember? I feel like their cast points are
Yeah,
way
but
too
they have
long.
bench though. Like, what do you pair with bench? Like a less support, Lina
Rubik.
support. With bench, Rubik with bench. You think it's good?
It's okay. It's not
It's
bad.
weak though. You don't have damage. Like in terms of the two supports, like you don't deal a lot of damage.
Do you need damage? You have Darkseer and Elk.
No, when you're trying to gank like in the lanes and stuff, you don't actually exactly have a lot
CM?
of damage. Like Venge plus Rubik feels very weak as a support duo. Even with CM is weak. Like Venge, I feel you need to be like with a Lash or Lina that deals a lot more, or even maybe in certain cases a Mirana, but that's very rare.
Phantom Lancer.
I feel like they
Radiant
need
team
more instant
ban.
disable. Like it doesn't matter if you have follow if you can't actually stun them in the first place. Right? Like,
Yeah, against Ember, I guess. So,
and,
yeah.
and Spirit Breaker, right?
Dire team
Like
ban.
if he charges you, it's like I
Then,
get you
then
can't
wouldn't
swap.
you feel like Disruptor would fill the gap much better?
Oh yeah, Disruptor is actually pretty good. I kind of like that. It's a mix in between. It's like good follow up and it's good versus these heroes.
They have like very greedy lineup now. Like I mean,
10
it's
seconds
greedy, but
remaining.
you can also play it non-greedy, like because you can fight early with Iron Shell and PL.
5
Iron Shell
seconds
and Alchemist.
remaining.
It really
Iron Sh-
depends on how you play it. But it's quite weird that you go for PL into the Ember Spirit. You rarely see
Radiant
teams
team
do that
pick.
nowadays.
Matama Man though. What other Matama Man heroes are there?
Slut, Ember, PL, these three.
Yeah.
You good note.
Queen of Pain.
Damn, that's a
Dire
damn
team
scary
pick.
Mineski lineup.
Queen of Pain is also like one of their staple heroes. So they're probably gonna do like obviously SB off lane plus. I guess he's gonna be there alone, and they'll just focus on getting the Ember farm with the two supports in the lane. And you want to keep pulling, right? With Dazzle and AA, you don't really want to gank so much. You want to probably just get a TP score on Dazzle early and just focus on.
Yeah, well,
pulling.
Queen's not gonna need the
10
help, and
seconds
Ember
remaining.
Spirit needs the Darkshire zoned out. So yeah, zone him out.
5 seconds remaining.
Get that farm on.
Yeah, I think they should just focus on getting their levels, and then when they have like level 7 on Ember, Ember
Reserve
rotates
time.
to the Spirit Breakers lane to try and get kills done or pressure the PL. Then you give the lane to the, obviously give the
10
lane to the AA
seconds
to get level
remaining.
6.
They
And
definitely
then
need damage.
Dazzle will be probably stacking and helping the Queen.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but I think overall their plan will be to pressure. They need to use the Ember to limit the Alchemist and PL from farming too much. Oh, the Bounty Hunter is like something interesting that we didn't really talk about before. It doesn't have a stun follow-up with the Venge, but it does provide another thing, which is the Iron Shell on the Bounty, so you can actually
That's-
harass the A and Dazzle.
I
a
mean,
lot.
they can just buy sentries though, and they'll just crush that lane.
Yeah, I guess so. But then if you actually, it depends on another thing. Like if the Bounty could actually use, maybe he gets his own. He's gonna get his own sentry, right? So
Mhm.
use your sentry to block the camp, because A needs to pull a lot to get levels.
Yeah.
That's his primary plan. So you want to force him to maybe use sentries to
I mean,
deward
they have
you.
to TP down there, right? Like, I don't.
Yeah, maybe they will actually do it, because
Yeah.
you want to actually. I think it's worth it, because you want to stop support like
10
A, which is
seconds
so level
remaining.
dependent
They
from
really
getting
do.
pulls. So if you actually, even if you actually don't
5 seconds
do
remaining.
it successfully, you get dewarded. At least you force him to use one sentry to remove your sentries. Benjamin Wu overlay. Reminder from Gorman.
I got it. Oh, he did. He got it.
Prepare
I don't
for
know.
battle.
I think isn't this lineup like really risky for Liquid though? Like, they
Very greedy though.
they have an Alk that can't fight that well. It's also somewhat countered by the Alchemist. They have poor lanes because they're up against a Queen.
And they have Venge support, which doesn't do anything in lanes.
Yeah.
He's more of like useful later when you're trying to rush.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think a lot of it will depend on how well this bounty does in the early game. I think he has to limit the levels on A, that's number one. And maybe try to help the alchemists as much as he can.
How are they gonna secure runes for him though? Like,
The heroes, they're not going to be able to.
I think
they need
they're
to
like
dodge. They need to use the BH to scout where Mineski is, and then go
And
for
just
the other.
dodge
Yeah,
them?
go for the other rune.
But can't they just take the fights with them with Ember
Oh my
Spirit,
god, they
though?
placed a sentry! Holy shit, did they oh, that's a lane mod. Yeah, that's a lane mod. That was a lane mod. I was
30
like, what the
seconds
fuck?
to battle.
How did they actually see him? They're the lane mod that scouted him out.
In flames.
Because they TP'd.
They were
Mineski
so ready for it.
Mineski was the
Yeah.
ones that actually TP'd down instead of Liquid. Because they realized probably Liquid wants to block their camp because they have AA. They want to stop him from getting levels, so they actually TP'd their supporting to make sure it doesn't
They should have
happen.
TP'd with Bounty, I think, with the Observer Ward.
Yeah.
Or Sentries.
Probably. Oh, here we go, the double Iron Shell. They're gonna contest the room with 2 heroes versus 4 heroes? What? What is going on, Benmu?
I don't know.
Worthy
He doesn't have enough mana
Yes,
for chains.
Mango.
He does have
Mango.
Mango.
Mango. 3, 2, 1. Mango. Chains.
Melted in the flame.
Oh my!
Nothing more to teach.
battle is a spin. It
You know what is Benmu doing? Benmu is
Uh-huh.
doing Failfish.
That was pretty failfish. They didn't even need to commit to that. They had
Yeah, but it's not that bad at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just, oh no, it's actually quite bad. Ember
Yeah.
died. I thought it was support dying.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was Ember dying. Of
Okay,
course
now we
it's
go
bad.
Iron Shell, double Iron Shell on Bounty Hunter.
No.
But you said that this lane should be acceptable for the 3 heroes versus the 2, right? But for the start they had, it should be even much better, right? Because they took the bounty
They
runes
took the
plus the
bounty
first
rune.
blood.
Yeah, and they got first blood, but they're like able to do kind of what they want in their jungle.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
bounty should be able to still pressure because they use both
Yeah, I
the
know, that-
sentries. They
I'm
drop
talking about
both.
Dire can do what they want in their jungle.
They drop both the sentries now, so they don't have any more sentries. Do they have a dust on Dazzle?
Yep.
But still, now the laning phase should still be okay for the Dark Slippers bounty. They should be able to limit a lot of their pulls and rotations. And AA is just left the lane. Is he going top? No, he's going.
I'm not exactly sure what he's doing.
So he just came in.
Trying to get level 2. I don't know.
What? What? He solo killed the Venge?
I also don't know how that happened.
No, he has Pearlman Shield with all the Venom. No, did this guy get the the bounty rune at top?
Yeah.
Can you get no? Did he get the bounty
Yeah.
rune? Oh, he got they got double bounty rune.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
no
pulled
wonder.
that up. What's wrong with you, Winter?
Dude, no wonder he got the solo kill then. So he got the bounty rune. He bought
Yes.
a poor man's shoe and he got the solo kill on the bench after that.
That's scary. It's not like PL can really do that much to stop him.
You can show Lance, I guess. That's about it.
I mean, he's charging though, so
Denied.
So they pretty much won top, I guess, at this stage. And well, if this actually happens, then middle lane is probably lost.
Radiant's courier
Oh my
has
god, that
been
is such a big
killed.
play from Kuroki.
good moves.
And
Good moves.
because you don't really see bounty hunters so much nowadays, so you kind of sometimes forget about that. Like we saw teams being really diligent; they always send the support back to actually collect the bottle back when
Yeah.
bounty was actually very popular.
I thought that's what Queen of Pain was doing, was getting his bottle when he was giving up
He
an
was.
A.
I thought he picked up the salve first. He got a salve, I think,
Uh,
before that,
Then got lazy.
and then AA didn't. I guess they just forget because you don't really play against.
I mean,
bounty.
they have a sentry, and they kind of did it at the start, and they dropped the observer ward at the start, as well as picked up dust. It looked like they're pretty well equipped.
So they
Winter.
just forgot.
I think they just forgot.
Shit
It
happens.
happens.
Shit happens. Yeah. So right now PL is gonna get. I mean, PL is not gonna be able to zone the SB out of the lane so much.
I mean,
so-
neither is Venge. Venge can't do anything at this point. Like the minus armor is nothing. versus
and
him.
with the poor man shield, I mean, you talk about. I
Yeah,
mean, we talk about
you
the poor
didn't even
man shield
know
as
about
well.
the change. So the change of Stout Shield only affected Stout Shield. It didn't
Yeah,
affect the Poor Man Shield.
I
so
thought it affected poor man shield
so
as
Poor
well.
Man Shield got buffed because it cost 50 less gold for the same thing.
And then you block more, right?
Well, you block the same as before, which is
Yeah.
relatively more, but it's cheaper for the same. So that's a straight buff. Winter thought it was the same block. Please, Winter.
He didn't really okay. The
He's
bash.
just- He's just able to do what he
Oh
wants.
my god, the bench is dead.
If he gets a
All
bash,
of
he's dead.
Venom.
Okay, he has no boots. He's done for. Oh my.
The bash is real.
Dude, he's so fearless.
You have the highest effective HP in the game, so
Yeah, especially with Poor Man's Shield, your EHP is just through the roof.
do you think you should actually get poor man shield all the time on SB now?
In
On
that
off-
sort of
on
lane,
off
yeah. Especially with like PL illusions and whatnot, and you're constantly beating on creeps because you're kind of diving into the range.
he got the bounty, so he got the poor man shield
Yeah.
very early.
Poor Man's Shield's so value.
We'll take that.
I also think he should get some mangoes, but
On SB.
yeah, why not? Gotta make use of that armor.
You don't really use the mana so much though.
Yeah, but you get the HP. Sometimes you run out of mana, especially when if you TP and charge.
I guess so. Sometimes.
You're a Spear Breaker player sometimes.
Yeah, but you generally have like 3 charges at the early game. Like you don't really need
Yeah, but I'm
more
talking
than
about when
3.
you get your ultimate.
Yeah.
Right? Look at his
Yeah,
mana,
I know, I
299.
know.
If he charges and then ults, he doesn't have enough mana with a TP. Actually, he barely. But technically he doesn't. He has 299.
Yeah, but this is also one of the lanes where Queen of Pain
Oh,
Saber
she's not 6 yet.
should
Oh, that was good.
6.
They have ult.
It's dead still. Blink is coming off on cooldown 3 seconds, so they should still get the kill here. Oh, he has 2
Fala?
points in stun actually? Dude, no wonder that stun was so long. I was wondering why the stun on the Spirit Breaker was so long. It was the level 2 stun from Alchemist. He had a 2-2-1
Oh my.
effective HP.
Okay.
Yeah, but look at his CS. He's actually on equal terms with the Queen, and you have to remember the Alchemist didn't get the rune. So it's
But
actually
Queen got her bottle killed, man.
oh yeah, Queen got her bottom. Yeah. That actually evens
That's
things up.
from your grasp.
Because usually Queen should be able to dominate the Alchemist when you get the bounty and he doesn't get the bounty. Because you can bring past the acid to actually poison and harass him.
What if you never cast acid? I'm just kidding.
Then what?
I'm just kidding.
You max unstable, yeah, unstable
Hey,
concussion,
she can never blink on you.
and then you max Grievous Greed, unstable concussion, so she never blinks on you, and you keep farming. So that's your
Radiant's
plan.
middle tower
Wow.
is under
He
attack.
died trying to get the rune.
Not worth.
That's definitely not worth. I want to hear more theory crafting.
Dyer's
Winter.
bottom tower is under
With what?
attack.
Poor man shield. No. Dude,
No, what are you talking about? No,
poor man shield is good on every like even.
it's good on strength heroes
Radiant's middle
because the
tower
armor
is
goes
under
much
attack.
longer away, and you have a
Would,
larger HP
would you
pool.
actually just get it on? Have you tried it getting on tide and you don't skill Kraken Shell and you just go Anchor Smash instead?
Why would you go Anchor Smash attack roll when you get
Then you
1
get
1 1?
Because it doesn't stack with permanent shield if you're getting permanent shield.
Yeah, but you want the disable.
The debuff remover. Aren't you a stat
He
slow?
still has a lot of armor. Is it going to be able to save him through this? He sticks.
Yes, permanent
He
shield.
scores.
And he
He
escapes.
still has 140 HP.
Man, he
Not even
doesn't
like-
die and he has a soft right now.
That was with a level 2 stun. This guy is becoming such a big
Yeah,
problem.
so right now the overall gameplay, game pace is like Mineski is winning mostly all their lanes. Ember has like practically free farming, even though they were harassing their supports a lot, but Ember was still free farming in the lane. And obviously Queen and Alchemist broke even because he lost his bottle, so that's acceptable. So you basically won 2 of your lanes and middle is like sort of break even. So Mineski is in a very good position after the laning phase.
They're getting good levels on the bounty though.
Yeah,
with
but
the use of Ice
they
Shell.
have a very greedy lineup though, so like you have to
Yeah.
win a lot as Mineski.
I don't know if
for
they're
the-
winning
Dyer's
enough.
middle
No,
tower is
not
under
enough.
attack.
Not enough. This is definitely not enough. Because SB got a really good start,
Yeah.
but then the middle lane lost. Even though SB got a good start, but
Oh my god.
they lost the career on with the bottle.
Yeah.
They needed the Queen to dominate the Alchemist as well. Then they will be fine with this lineup. Oh, he got a kill.
What a rune.
Oh, maybe he would have even gotten the bench
Yeah,
if he
I
gotten the Sonic Wave
I
on the
think
bench.
so. He's gonna send him in tower.
Nah. If he got the Sonic Wave on the bench, I think he
Dyer's
would go
top
for that
tower
kill.
is under attack.
So, you know, they have so much like Weaver's Greed and Frack, they can keep getting kills and getting a lot of gold later if the situation allows. So Liquid can afford to go behind. As
Yeah,
long as
but
they're
their
not,
team fight is terrible.
they're not going to look to fight though. They're going to rat a
You
lot.
said with track, how's he gonna get track kills if they don't get any kills?
Just gang like small skirmishes. You don't take 5.
Potato! Oh my god!
The jukes are real.
Radiant's top tower is under
Well
attack.
played, Raging Potato.
Can we just call him Jay, please?
Jay? I like
Yeah.
Raging Potato.
Okay, Raging.
That's his
whatever.
name in game, dude.
Raging Potato.
I go by that.
Radiant's
Sure.
top tower is under attack.
So
You don't like Raging Potato?
I like fried potato. I like
Uh-oh.
mashed potato.
I don't think
He's actually going for the max stun build though. This is like something we
Radiant's
don't.
top tower
I
is
don't think I've
under
ever
attack.
seen any
What's
players
he
like
going with this club? Sange?
SNY. SNY, then you max stun and acid and you fight.
Why wouldn't you just get Medallion to fight?
Because he wants to have more stats to survive bursts against Queen of Pain.
Why
and
doesn't he
Air.
get treads then?
Why the face then?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Man, I'm not playing the Alchemist. Dude. I'm not playing the Alchemist. He wants to chase down targets so he can stun. Like you want an extra movement speed so you can actually land your stun.
I guess.
Does
so.
that make sense now?
I guess. Why not drums?
Screw you, dude, man. You're
Hey,
trying
these
to
are legitimate questions.
you're trying to troll me.
I'm not trying to troll you.
Yes, you are.
What's wrong with drums? Drums is much cheaper than SNY.
So you go drums face,
Yeah.
and then what you go next?
SNY?
Well played, then. Well played.
Dyer's
Yeah, but I
middle
actually like the
tower is
build up
under
like
attack.
if you get a medallion first, because when you are
Radiant's
actually
top
laning
tower is
Alchemist,
under attack.
you actually need some sort of mana regen item early game so you can keep
Yeah.
spamming your acid.
Well,
So
unless you get runes.
even if it's runes, you still want that extra mana regen so you can actually.
Really? He's
Always-
going max stun though. He's not spraying every
You
wave.
still
out.
need to spray with to farm, right? You just look at him. He's definitely spraying to farm. So you are always going to
He has
use.
ion shell.
But you still run out of mana, so you want to have that like either a soul ring or medallion. That's
I agree.
The safe
That's
smart.
why I said why not medallion.
Yeah, no. Medallion is very common though. Like, I think most of the like Notia as well, he builds medallion if
Yeah.
he's going the utility.
I-
Even Envy he does that when he's going the utility alchemist.
Even with that, I've seen casual Sage Mask.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's very good on alchemist.
I agree. I'm with you. But Fada opting for a different build. I mean, with Phase and SNY though, it's pretty reasonable that he wants to chase people down, not only with the unstable concoction because of the iron shell too, right?
I can
I
see
can-
why he's doing that.
He's trying to raise his HP threshold so he can shatter earlier. White
Tower is
girl
under
gets
attack.
charged up. Mr. Potato. Kuro about to get owned by Queen. He's also dead.
I mean, this is what they kind of expected to happen when they have this sort of lineup. They just need to be able to buy space and time for PL.
But why'd they draft PL so early? I think that's like kind of committing them to a strategy that they don't necessarily want to play.
Why did they draft Alchemist second pick? Alchemist was even earlier.
Yeah, because Alchemist you can actually play very aggressively, right? With the solar Jules. Well, looks like he's isolated.
You mean you go solar quest first,
Yeah,
then
you can go
SMR,
solar.
then
And you
SMR.
also have good Roshan potential if you have a lot of fighting in it, right? So it's not
And they have
Under
Branch
attack.
actually, so that actually could be very easy for them.
right. If you had like a Slaughter instead, let's say, I think it could have been a little
Yeah,
bit
PL was actually quite weird.
different.
Dyer's middle
Especially when they
tower
saw
is
the
under
Ember.
attack.
Yeah, and the AA, so you know that out can't carry super hard because of that.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
But
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
oh my god, they're gonna miss the kill. Oh my god, he's juking him.
Oh my god, no armor.
That was level 3 stun though. So
Wow. Yeah, he's definitely expecting like a 4-1 4 or something. Just getting
the
destroyed. by
typical,
that
that was
stun.
the typical build, like 4-1-4 build.
What's he going with the staff, man? Why is everyone getting
Radiant's
staff
bottom
instead of the
He's
tower
getting
is
spiders?
used, he's
under
getting
attack.
used, not Pawn Booster.
Why was he want Yules?
You dodge
Radiant
Alchemist stun, you dodge
structures are
Lance stun, you
fortified.
can remove track. You can dodge the lance.
Is it worth it
And
to
then
not
you-
have any HP? Why don't you just tank up and just get
You know,
rely on
even
Grave?
S4 has been going this build all the time, like recently. on his
Yules
screen.
first?
Yeah, Yules first. Because he
Radiant's bottom
primarily
tower
uses
is
it against
under
Slara because
attack.
he was playing it against a lot of
Radiant's
Slaras
bottom
in his
tower has
matches.
fallen.
And you can remove the AM damage.
I
and-
think it's good versus. I definitely think it's good versus Amp.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
I think
is
the other
under
good thing
attack.
about like getting a use, it allows you to blink aggressively and then you use yourself if you get in trouble and then you buy time
I think
for
it's. I usually see it versus like Global Silence or Orchid though.
Yeah.
I think like versus this sort of lineup, like if you have an Orchid on Darkseer or Orchid on Ben, for example, or Alchemist while he's stunning, like it's a huge swing of the fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Cuckoo picks up another kill.
Thanks to the ward there, they had vision on the Alchemist jungling. They placed the ward previously. So good vision allowing Mineski to capitalize on kills. And SB goes for Midas obviously because he had a very good start.
Alk is not that far ahead. This is pretty scary if you're a liquid.
Yeah, usually you are like maybe
Wait,
2000
2000.
goal at least at this point. You have to be 2000 goal at least ahead, otherwise. Yeah. But this game he's playing against A though, like he gets countered. His ultimate is not that useful,
And he has a PL on his team.
and he needs to make space for the PL to farm. I'm not sure though what build is. If you look,
He's not even going Yules, dude.
oh, it's going Aghanims. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe he changed his mind.
I suppose so.
I think
think
he because the past few games that I saw he actually went
Radiant's
Heals on
top
his team.
tower is under attack.
Like there were some games.
Looking bad for old Jules here. Got to get that Grave out. Gets stunned up and looks like
Track.
has a free track kill.
Wow, 3 hero track. 4 hero track. The swap moving farther out
Raging
of.
Potato getting in there, waiting for his bolus to come up. Matama Man.
Radiant's top
Oh my
tower is under
goodness.
attack.
Potato destroys them with the Ice Blast connecting Fada.
No
trying his
TP.
best to
Radiant's
escape.
top tower is fallen.
Nah, he's not gonna get out. There's no TP. And Minecraft is gonna try and search him out. He's gonna die as well.
Oh yeah, they do have Sonic Wave up. Not sure if she wants to blow it quite yet.
They have a charge up soon on the Speed Breaker.
Oh, okay. They're giving up.
Radiant's
I guess.
top
I'm not
tower
really
is
sure what
under
they're scared
attack.
of. I guess maybe they didn't want to blink in there. I don't know. Queen of Pain's still pretty.
Yeah, but
Alive
it's
and
already
healthy.
showing like they're playing so greedy against the
Dyer's
style of
bottom
lineup, the
tower is
Ember,
under attack.
Spirit Breaker type of like, and Queen, these 3 heroes like you can't really play. It's very hard to play
Radiant's
greedy versus
middle
these 3
tower
heroes
is under attack.
because you get
Why don't
constantly
they? Why don't
punished.
they try and scout and tank test with Bounty Hunter then? And then
They were trying to go for a kill there instead of they were playing aggressive.
I mean, it's so hard though. Like Ember can kind of be there at any time. Spirit Breaker can charge around the map.
Yeah,
They have
and-
BOT up.
But they probably felt comfortable because they had like 2 wards in the jungle. If you look at their wards, so Ice Blast will come in. PL does have Doppelganger though, so he should be able to just escape fine. Kuroki should be dead. Yeah.
Unless he gets a
A
shuriken out on him.
Shuriken! Wolf! If you get the
Oh.
kill as well. Oh my god. That was
a good ulti.
a good ulti. Yeah, Queen needed to pop the ulti. No, otherwise it would have been a really bad trade for them.
Look at Matamba Man. Still pretty poor, but I guess everyone in this game is not that out of control in terms of net worth.
Yeah, it's because they were so greedy with their lineup. That's why you couldn't really
Radiant's
the
middle tower
reach
is
on
under
cer-
attack.
on certain heroes because you're always getting pressured. And it's really bad when the Alchemist is not ahead versus this type of lineup. Like he might even need to get a BKB though, like against the A.
already though. I don't think he
Maybe
gets it. This
not
early.
now. Maybe you go SMY plus dagger first. I'm not sure. Then you go BKB. I think he needs like something to help his team initiate because he's gonna be needing to stand in front and drop his stun first, or even land a vacuum plus.
Doesn't he need armor?
He needs a lot of items. That's the thing because he needs to make space for PL. So you want to do the stun combo with the vacuum, and Dark's gonna get a blink as well. That's their combo, right? Like we did this lineup.
That's talking about super late, man. That's like 25 minutes plus.
Yeah, but at this point, you still want to be ganking with the alchemist
Radiant
plus the bounty.
structures are fortified.
So
That's-
don't you go for something like a Shadow Blade instead, so you can actually get picks?
But you already have like maybe he's thinking that you have bounty already, so sentries or gem will counter two things. on
But
your team.
Blink's still very hard versus like an Ember Spirit, let's say.
Yeah,
right.
I agree. It's hard versus Ember Spirit, and but it's good. It's okay versus the other 4 heroes, I guess.
Maybe casual Sage and a Radiance.
Yeah, he's saving a lot of gold though. But wouldn't you think Radiance is too greedy?
I think so, but I think that they're actually getting by okay. Even with a 9-kill deficit, they're still pretty close in terms of gold. I don't know.
You want to be more ahead.
I definitely think so, but you know, from his position, it's like they're not putting that much pressure on us.
So
we
you
still have a lot.
So you feel like he's actually thinking that
He might be considering
he-
it. I mean, it's
he's-
4,000 gold. He's heading this. I don't know.
I guess so. When you're saving so much, there's nothing else that you're saving for at this point of the game.
Ooh, nice TP out.
Yeah, they have vision there, right? They see it. It's probably here, like around here.
He wasn't charging from there though. I don't think.
I wasn't paying attention.
I think he was charging from like this trajectory.
But right now, we feel like Liquid is in a somewhat acceptable position.
Yeah.
They stopped getting pressured by Mineski. Like earlier, they were taking fights to Mineski. Then they actually lost a lot of bad trades because they were trying to gank. So right now, they are actually playing more of a economy-focused game.
I think they're like maybe too scared to track or something.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they're just sending Kuroki to scout and
Dyer's
probably
top
tank ganks
tower
like you
is under
mentioned. We
attack.
felt it would have been better if
Yeah,
The
it's like
bounty's
who cares if
running
running outside? Like, why is he scared to go in?
Oh, he's actually scared. Okay, they're going to cancel his TP. Yep. Kuroki cancels his TP. And mid lane, they're going to try to they need to actually do more pressure than this because when they remove the towers, then they can actually invade the jungle and stop the alchemists from farming. This is actually not too bad for Liquid since they have the Radiance.
Dyer's
They have the
structures are
Radiance,
fortified.
okay.
That's a really good timing, I think, for Saint and a Radiance. Let's pop his ultimate.
Do you actually think that the casual Vid booster into the Radiance is better than the Sage into Vid Radiance?
I don't like casual Vid booster.
Unless you're using it to get something. Otherwise, you don't feel
Otherwise, you might as well just get like a
drums.
drums.
But it's way more expensive than drums.
Yeah.
Like 500 gold more.
I mean, you can just get like Magic Stick Bracer. I think is even
Radiant's
similar
top
enough.
tower is
Do you like
under
the Sage,
attack.
the casual Sage? It's still quite expensive.
I don't think he planned on getting the Radiance.
You don't think so?
I think he got the
He
Sage.
changed his mind.
I think so. It seemed that way, right? If you wanted more HP first, you would get like Tread's drums or something like that, right? And then if you want to go for a Radiance, you go for the Radiance. But I think he got the Sage, and then he's like,
Oh, we're actually doing fine
yeah,
now.
they're not
Because they
really
were under
fighting us.
pressure, a lot of pressure in the early
Yeah.
game, so he got the Sage. And
Yeah.
then after that, he maxed his previous grid. He felt like, oh, we are actually doing fine now. Then he decided, I think I could get away with a Radiance.
Yeah, it's like whatever. They're not punishing me for it. I think. It's
And they are
fine.
not taking towers. The main thing is they are getting kills, but they're not taking towers. That's why he can farm.
These two towers are still up. All their towers are still up.
This is actually really bad for Mineski all of a sudden.
We'll take that.
So right now the Alchemist starts to take a huge lead over, sort of starting to get a huge lead. 2,000 gold now, starting.
They haven't been able to scout him out though. Like, ideally you want to scout him out, you drop a AOT and then
Dyer's
you
top
kill him,
tower
right?
has
But
been
like,
denied.
that really has not happened.
Yeah, but the thing is you have to understand this game, like usually Mineski has Bounty or Night Stalker so they can actually place all the big boards, but this game they don't really have those type of supports. They need to use smokes with the SD or something. So it's like a different type of approach to the game which differs from what they normally do.
Don't you just tower dive a lot more then? Because you're not really scared about bounty hunting offering that much.
Earlier, yes. Now it's kind of difficult because Alchemist has a lot of farm now. They needed to do this more, but like what they are doing now. And they need to place deep boards somewhere. In the
Dyer's
ancients
structures
area,
are
they make sure the
fortified.
ancients area are covered. The jungle
Dyer's
area
middle
is
tower
also
is
covered.
under attack.
They need to have all these deep boards so they can actually further pressure the Alchemist with the charge.
Dyer's
They
middle
still
tower
went double
has fallen.
Midas as well as like Raging Potato having a really good start. So I don't even think they're in that much trouble for the late game.
Dyer's middle tower
Yeah,
is
but
under
still,
attack.
you're going Midas against Alchemist. Like Alchemist is gonna be fine with that. He's the only hero that he doesn't really mind.
Are
that.
you though? If he's only 2,000 gold ahead, it's like not that big a
Yeah,
deal.
but he's gonna get more ahead as the game progresses. Now he has Radiance plus his 4 levels in greed.
Still, but the PL's not going to be able to do that much. Whereas you have 2 heroes with the Midas, you have Queen, and then
Yeah,
you
but
have
the thing is, like, the Alchemist is gonna extend the game long enough for the PL to be relevant. He's gonna go.
yeah, but he's versus Embers. Like whatever, if he gets stronger, you just cleave him down.
Yeah, but then there's still an Alchemist getting farm. Right?
Yeah,
If
but
the
then you
game
have-
goes long enough.
Then you have an AA with eggs, right? It's like not that.
Yeah,
big
then
a
it
deal.
depends on how you're approaching the game, right? You have to. Like,
They have
maybe
counters,
build-
I think, for everything that Liquid has, right? Especially with the start that they have. Like I don't think there's
Radiant's
ever.
middle tower is under attack.
Back you wall.
Radiant's
And
courier
Spear
has been
Breaker.
But don't you
kinda
think that
out.
late game they have a lot of tools as well? Bench is really good late game.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
obviously
has
Dark is also
fallen.
really good late game.
Yeah, but we're talking about versus an Ember. Like they don't really have any lockdown for Ember Spirit and like what. Looking at it right now, Potato in a lot of trouble over
Don't
here.
need
Graves
lockdown
not
for
gonna
me,
save
yeah.
right there. Okay.
The Shuriken toss foe, that's a track kill for 5 heroes. 5 heroes actually.
Okay,
That
they're in
is
a really
a
bad
really
position
big
now.
swing. That is big trouble for Mineski. That is like what,
Radiant's
2,
top
3k
tower is
goals.
under attack. Radiant
Check
structures
out
are
you can.
fortified.
Holy shit.
Yep,
You never want that to happen against London.
that was only 2 of the kills too. Yeah, so not too good.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, but even though they have answers versus like Alchemist late game, but I feel like Liquid
play's not
Liquid,
clean enough.
Liquid is
Top
gonna
tower
want
is
to go
under
late game
attack.
regardless of what's happening, you know. They're just gonna want to go late game with their bench, Alchemist and PL. And Kuku's gonna get stunned up by Fata, so Roshan as well. How convenient. Man, just a few minutes the game became so difficult for Mineski.
I think Queen has had some unnecessary deaths. The one in mid, not having enough HP, like blinking to the, I think 6-minute rule.
Too
and
aggressive.
dying.
Yeah, he was too aggressive with a kill.
It's okay if thinking Ember's like always thanking you but it's risky. You don't want to undercommit versus down.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, well, we're good. Kind of getting out of control right now.
Are they gonna
Unless
try
Raging
to
Potato makes a
steal?
big play.
He's gonna try to steal. He's trying to use his slide to steal the A.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen Timber Chain stealing Aegis from us, like. So they're gonna lose the Alchemist. He didn't pick up the Aegis, Mafutaman took the Aegis, and it's 2 for 2 now. Darkseer, Alchemist for actually 2 for 1. Queen of Pain died earlier, so Ember was the only one going down for that. Trying to steal the Aegis.
Oh, what a nice stuff. Jules is also dead. Another track for 2 heroes, and Spirit Breaker maybe getting chased down right now. He does have Shadow Blade. That might be decent for them. They can try and set up Shadow Blade into AA ulti.
Ice Blast, I guess. It's gonna allow the SB to become a very huge global threat though with the Ice Blast. Like SB plus the Ice Blast could kill basically anyone, maybe apart from PL, unless you get extremely lucky with your bashes.
Yeah, but you're not really looking to kill PL anyways.
Looking
He
to
has
kill
Aegis.
Alchemist more.
Alchemist, yeah. But they don't really have any wards set up in their jungle. I feel like the wards have been like pretty passive this
They
time
got
too.
one of those got devoured previously by Liquid in the jungle, so yeah. Liquid were being really diligent about understanding the fact that they are the more greedy lineup with the Alchemist and PL, so they understand that the opponent will be trying to place deep wards to actually pressure them with the SB, so they actually had sentries in the jungle earlier.
What's AA saving up for?
Do you actually want to go anything else than Aghanims here?
I don't think
I-
so.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna
You can go Solar Crest if you want, but I think that's a job for Dazzle.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything like Force Up doesn't seem too useful.
Neither does Pipe. Neither does what?
I think Aghanims is probably the best choice here. Like Aghanims is just direct
Glimmer?
counter for the
Yeah, Glimmer's not great either.
direct counter for the Alchemist. You want to be able to just make sure Alchemist is useless this game with his Chemical Rage.
Also good versus the mech, but they have a Pipe coming out soon on Darkseer.
Dyer's
Uh-oh, he's
bottom
getting
tower
piped.
is under attack.
What's wrong with getting Pipe? Pipe's good.
No, I
This
mean
is
it's
down.
really bad for Mineski that he's getting a Pipe. It's a really good item and no one gets it.
So what did Fata purchase with his gold? I saw him purchase it. Oh, okay. So now you go back for the rat build, right, with the Octarine Core.
What are they saying?
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Wow, that is some casual carrier snipe.
Oh wait, what'd you say?
do you actually go for the Octarine now
Why not?
and go back for the Naga playstyle just to rat the game, right?
I don't see why not.
Casual,
So smooth.
casual dodge. Yeah, so smooth indeed.
It's a good use. Efficiency, man.
Can't
Radiant's
complain about
bottom
efficiency.
tower is
Nope.
under
No,
attack.
you cannot.
So Mineski needs to be hard pressed to pressure and find kills, and
They can't though with the Aegis.
they need
They have to kill Alk a lot. But
yeah,
now they have a gem on
they
bounty.
need to set up the gank with Ice Blast plus charge, and maybe because Ember has bots, right? So he can actually boost our travel.
They haven't really been using it that much though, right? It's like I don't really see them moving around and getting kills that much. Seems like they're content to farm, whereas they should have been content getting a lot of kills. even with
Maybe
bounty.
because they feel like, you know, when you purchase Midas, you want a Midas to pay off before you start to pressure. Maybe
guess,
maybe
but-
they are feeling like, oh, we just actually spent 4k gold on, like, it was obviously 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, actually 10 minutes ago. SV got his very early. A probably got it like 7 minutes ago. So they felt
I mean,
like,
for AA, you don't really care, right? You can still contribute to the fight.
Yeah.
Regardless. So it's pretty much just a spirit breaker.
yeah, I guess they should have been more, yeah, you're right. They should have been more aggressive.
There they go, going on the kill on Matapaman's Aegis. Not enough lockdown. Still walks into the AA ultimate. BKB on Cuckoo.
Wow, did he swap illusion out?
Yeah, I think so. It looked like it. A Spirit Breaker. No time left until his Shadow Blade.
Oh, he
no
got mana burning now.
He's done for.
That is like a 4-hero track. That is really, really bad.
Was he there for track? I don't think so.
Oh, he didn't get the track off?
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
Okay, so BH has Glimmer Kit
No track.
and a gem. They're gonna remove the vision, and it's gonna be very tough for Mineski to try and catch them later when all their vision gets removed. I think the overall plan for Liquid now is really solid. Removing vision control, and then they split push with Alchemist.
Well, they got by the early game, so that's all they needed to do.
Yeah, they surprisingly they actually got through the early game without suffering much. Though I felt like they should have been
They should
further
have been lost a lot more.
Yeah, like they are up against SB, Ember, and Queen of Pain.
Was the Courier Snipe that really did them in?
That is also a huge reason because it allowed the Alchemist to actually break
Uh-oh.
even.
Buyback into another death. Very possible for Spirit Breaker at this point. They
And
finally
the-
get the Aegis, but that is not the fight that you want to take.
Yeah, I think I'm going back to the early game, that Courier Snipe with the bottle in it, just game changer. You
It
know?
lost all their momentum. Well, also Ember Spirit dying. Like, when you remember, he chained him and then ran into the tower.
Oh yeah.
dive.
The dive during the first room.
Because after that, Liquid just like kind of just walked up to the lane. Like,
Yeah, but
we're
they
kings of this
still
lane.
lost a lot of kills during the process. Like Mineski got a lot of kills during the process, even though the mid lane didn't go so well.
Yeah,
for
but
the Queen.
they could have gotten more.
Yeah, they needed to get more
They
actually
needed to get more.
because of the lineup. And do you actually agree with the Midas's one, or you think it's fine?
I think one is fine. I think both is fine. I just don't think they played it that aggressive.
You think they should have gotten the Midas plus play more, like be more, you know, initiative in starting ganks and, you know.
Yeah, I think so. I think with an Ember Spirit like that, you're never afraid to like constantly fight like over and over and over and over again.
But you have to be fighting obviously near creeps, right, for him to use the bots.
I mean, you should be able to kind of think about it
Coordinate it,
every time. With Ember and Queen.
And basically they have such a strong lineup as well. Like during the window of time, 10 minutes to 20 minutes, their lineup is extremely strong.
I don't
with
think
the
they.
Sonic Wave.
I think they really needed Orchid though for the
Queen?
Yeah, on the Queen for
But
the.
you don't like the Aghanim's on Queen.
I think it was okay, but like the process was just really weird.
Yeah,
First gave him
but
this
but
step.
but don't you feel like if he has Aghanims because they needed to keep fighting with the SB charge, you always want your Sonic Wave ready for fights? Don't
Yeah,
you
but
think
you
it's
also
better?
want they can't kill the PL. Like he just doppelgangers.
Yeah, but if
everything.
he gets diffusers, I mean, okay, it depends on how early you get the orchid. You get the
Right.
orchid as well, so.
And then they can also kill the alchemy.
Yeah, but
before
I
he
could
pops his
understand why he goes for the Aghanim.
Oh,
in
no,
this
I
sort of
definitely
game.
agree. But like in retrospect, if you could play this game again,
Do you think it would still be better to go for orchid?
possibly, it's just something to consider.
I mean, I guess because they don't really have any good lockdown against the PL. They don't have something reliable. No, SB is not reliable because you charge and basically you can never charge a PL unless he has doppelganger on cooldown. And Chain's obviously not reliable against PL as well because you can doppelganger out of it. So yeah, I can see that. the reasoning why you feel like they needed to have Orchid on the Queen.
I mean, it's also good for Selk though. Right?
Yeah.
I've seen so many Alks just die as soon as they get Orchided because they can't chemical rage in time.
Yeah, but right now it's already in the game has already transitioned into the pace of Liquid's heroes. Like it's gonna be really hard for Mineski
Uh-oh,
to push
Jules
the
out on
lanes.
his own.
And it's gonna be a what 3-hero track again. That is bad.
By what right?
Yeah, they have no map control anymore. The bounty hunter just really destroyed them. Like the chicken kill was pretty big, and then on top of that, like a lot of the track kills, because they were kind of behind in gold. So as soon as they won one team fight, the gold leagues got out of control. And then on top of that, he scouted out so many other games, so
But do you think they have any chance if they go into ultra late game Mineski's heroes?
not unless Raging Potato gets massive. He's pretty big right now, though. But I mean, Alk's net worth is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I think-
but Ember is a lot stronger than Alk in ultra late game.
yeah, but Liquid can just get the Aegis, right?
And then keep sieging with PR illusions.
Yeah, they have like no chance of. Like,
Yeah, I guess when you have map control, you can do whatever you want. That's the benefit.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to control the map when you're winning. Like get a gem, remove vision, pressure, and limit movements.
I mean, look at his items right now.
You know, but the thing is, like, they don't really have a lot of good agonists, like good bench agonists upgrades.
Yeah, but how many times have we seen you need like 4 Aghanim upgrades, or even 2 to win the game? It's usually just 1.
Like Witch Doctor or Venom.
Witch Doctor,
mostly.
Venno, and Undying, too.
Yeah, I guess those are the really common ones.
Yeah.
You don't really, yeah, and Ogre. You don't really get it on bench. Like Darkseid, you could argue it's okay because you do a lot more damage with the illusions.
Yeah.
But the
Radiant's
bench one
middle
is just
tower is under
negligible,
attack.
I guess. I mean, you can get it for the stats of PL. I mean, so his illusion is also stronger.
I mean, still, like we saw the Spear Breaker just get off to a ridiculous start, and now he's down to number 6, right? I think he should be up in like number 3 territory because
Oh yeah,
now they
considering
don't have
that
enough damage to kind of compete with the Alka and the PL. They have a Queen of Pain, who's also really.
But he
underperformed
buy
number
back
5.
in one of the fights, which actually hindered. his
Radiant's
economy so
bottom
much.
tower is under attack.
And this game, he sort of needed like, okay, Shadowblade was fine, but he needed also BKB because there's just so much damage coming. From like the diffusal, and he doesn't want to get stunned by Alchemist or Bench because one stun and he's basically gone.
I mean, ideally you'd have weave stacks upon you, right? So you can kind of tank through it, but I haven't really seen their lineup come.
Yeah, but
together
it's
that much.
it's the thing, like we mentioned, they needed to be more aggressive, but it's all down to the SB and the Queen because usually when Mineski plays aggressive, they have
Ember too, dude.
yeah, they have one roaming support. So probably this is something that they are not too comfortable with the pace of the game where they needed the cost to be aggressive because usually, especially Rush plays the support Knight Soccer or Bounty because he roams and he creates the tempo for his team. But this game he's the Ancient Apparition, so he sits and he waits for his team to create the tempo. So it's something that they are not usually doing in their normal game time.
That's a really good point.
Like sometimes it's a small thing that sometimes it takes you out
Yeah.
because it's a different plan. Then you don't execute it as well. I mean, it happens when you're really comfortable with a certain playstyle. But I still feel if you go into late game with a super farm Ember, they can still do it. They can still do it.
Yeah, can't they just get like a Hex though
On
Darkseer,
Darkseer.
and then they're kind of in trouble?
But they have a Midas on link on the AA. I think AA, once you complete the Aghanims, you go Lincolns this game. Then you just keep using Lincolns on the Ember.
Or Lotus?
Yeah, both those items are good.
They can just swap the profit, right?
Yeah, Lotus is also good. Like if you see the Darkseer going for the head, Lotus will be a really good choice on the A.
This tower's still up?
That's the issue as well. Like they were getting a lot of kills early game, but they weren't pushing towers. They weren't because their heroes are honestly their heroes suck at pushing towers.
Oh, they also didn't have an urn. Why did they get an urn?
On Dazzle.
On anyone. Spear Breaker 2 is also really good. You see urn a lot. I actually think that's great because you need to be able to transition into killing towers.
Yep, that's also a good point.
I didn't even notice that they didn't have one. I just assumed.
They don't have Mac as well because
That
their cores don't really build Mac. Oh,
they do have a mech.
oh yeah, they have a Mac on Dazzle, but he didn't really get it like very early. That's the thing. Like we saw one of the games when I was casting with LD FNG when he was playing SB. He went for a Mac on SB and he went Arcane Boots. What do you think about that?
Sounds
Because
like
no
some Shao 8 stuff right
no
there.
no one could have build the mech on his team, so he actually built that item.
There's nothing wrong with that. SB's job is just tank damage and die, right? You just run in first and
And
bait
Greaves
all
is
the
good
spells.
on SB, theoretically.
What's up?
Greaves is good on SB, theoretically. Just get
It
the
is.
armor. It's just that if you don't go threads on SB, it feels really weird, because that's the best, you know.
You might as well just, why don't you just go like treads, mech, and then you can
But
get,
don't
like,
you have like mana problems?
You can earn
You have
stick.
mana problems if you do that.
earn stick? Not enough?
Yeah, but then you can only use one chain of combo. Like SB is usually you charge in, you get your nether strike, and then you run away, and then you get another charge.
Yeah, true. But I don't know, Arcane just seems subpar on him. You won't
Yeah,
give
it's
me
not
badges.
optimal, but I
Dyer's
feel like
bottom
his item
tower
build
is under
allows
attack.
his team to be because no one can actually build like the mech, right? No one optimal is there to build the mech, so you kind of.
Can't you just get it later? Can't you just get like treads, Midas, and then mech? So
Dire
you can
structures
But
actually
the
get
mech
more
is the
items.
item that you want to get as soon as
Yeah,
possible,
that's
right? If you don't get it fast, then it becomes. You don't really want to get it if you can't get it fast. That's basically the item. It has a lot less value if you get it later.
But earlier you don't have enough mana, so
That's why he got Arcane. So
yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm on board with it. You can also go like solar and earn for mana regen, but I guess you don't really need mana regen. You just need a mana pool.
yeah, but some players would also prefer to go for human hit because you have so much HP from attack and armor.
Fallen to the
And if
dire.
you get magic resistance, you are so much more tanky as SB, and you
That's
can.
where your support though. I don't feel like he's that great. With
Yeah,
Boomer.
supports SB. Yeah.
He has not enough mana.
If core SB, you rarely see greed. Mostly you go for either you try to go for Midas or you go for Shadow Blade, Mistress, or you go for early BKB. But I think players tend to go for BKBs more. Sometimes you see Medallion. I think the only player who gets Medallion on a consistent basis is March, where he mostly goes for an early Medallion on his SB. But that's gonna be another track here. Oh, he removes the track, but track gets high on him, gets a charge off. Should be able to survive it. He's to find a good CP, but whoops, no. Mind Culture's gonna intercept him with a blink plus Shivers. So well done by him. That's I think a track as well, so that's a big kill for them to secure. I mean at this
Radiant's
point
middle
Liquid doesn't
tower is
even
under attack.
look to farm anymore. They want to end the game because they don't want to actually let the Emperor get more farm, more items. They want to finish the game because they're reaching their
I
peak.
mean, he has a lot of items though. I mean, like look at his farm. He's actually incredibly farmed. Like it doesn't matter if he has one more item or not.
Radiant's middle tower has
Do you actually
fallen.
consider going for a second battle free against the PL right now?
I don't think PL's the main problem.
So what do you go next? Let's go for more damage. Rapier?
Rapier? Is it Rapier territory yet? It's close.
Yeah, I think so because they're so far behind.
Yeah.
They're ahead in kills, but
Yeah.
they're so far
I
behind.
think Rapier's the item. He doesn't have buyback. It's still super hard to push into this farm Ember. On top of the AA. So Liquid still
Radiant's
kind of have a
courier
chance.
has been killed.
Why did
You mean Mineski kind of still has a chance?
Yeah.
Hey, you said Liquid, dude.
Oh yeah, sorry. Mineski still kind of has a chance, I suppose. But I mean, once Darkseer gets a sheep, though, I mean, does he even really need a sheep? I guess they do need lockdown.
They need a
first.
lockdown. I think they need a ship because no one
Oh,
else.
the swap in a sheep is so
Yeah, swap
brutal.
ship. Late
Oh,
game. Oh my god, that is actually
it's so
the
good.
strongest late game thing ever.
It is.
we
Unless
we just rarely see it, so we forget about it.
Oh, it's because it's old school, man.
Yeah, it is really old school. What else is actually good with swap? Swap hex, swap. Even
Swap hex.
swap arrow. I've seen a couple of times, which is really good in
True.
late game if you get the timings right. It's very hard
Swap
to
hex is so easy to pull
Yeah.
off, though.
because you just need to click it on him and just wait for the swap to happen.
That's it.
You can pre-cast the hex. Yep, it's like one of the I think the strongest late game combo.
Radiant's
Well,
bottom
not with
tower
4
is
staffs and
under
glimmers and
attack.
lotus now. Right, it's not as strong. It's still strong.
I mean, because of the if you get Venge on level 16, it's very hard to predict, and it gives you no time to prepare for it, so you can't pre-cast the Lotus Swap.
Radiant's
you
bottom
don't see the
tower
back.
is under
Lincoln's-
attack.
I guess so, Lincolns. But then it forces you to get a Lincoln, so I mean,
yeah, that's true.
late game sometimes you want to go damage item on your core.
Radiant
You
structures
don't
are
really want to go
fortified.
Lincolns.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Okay.
So
Radiant's
definitely Darkseer
bottom
goes
tower
for
has
Hex next,
fallen.
I think. I don't think there's anything better. Yeah, he's going for Hex. Voice.
Hex and then a refresher. GG, man.
Hex refresher.
That's it.
Do you feel like completing the Grease is good game? I mean,
Save a slot, yes.
but you don't think it's worth it if You just
Not
buy
really.
it for the whole item.
Like if you're low, you're just gonna get shattered anyways. So it's like whatever.
Oh, I was just thinking it's good to have the bonus armor against Amber Spirit.
Yeah, might as well just get a flash. Right. 2 melee cores.
I guess so. So it's just for saving item slots. It's not really
Yeah,
valuable.
it's not for.
Because that's A.
But you'd rather have pots in the late game though. I don't even think you need creeps, honestly.
So you rather actually sell the arcane base for bots and just keep the mech.
If you're pressed for gold. But
I guess his items is gonna be Blink, Hex, Shiva's Pipe and Mech for a long time this game. I don't think he'll be doing a lot of farming after this. Like he's just gonna try and get a.
they might not have a choice though with the way that Mineski's playing.
Well, depends on whether they can. They can
Radiant's
always
bottom
chip.
tower is
You know what they're doing right now. They can keep chipping the tower, and just slowly siege. They don't really need to commit to a fight. And you know, Bench is always back there to stop the PR if he gets in trouble. Like even the Alchemist is just split pushing one lane, so they're double pressing 2 lanes, and
Radiant's
it's really hard
bottom
for
tower
Mineski
has
to
fallen.
defend.
What's the Silver Edge for?
Radiant's bottom
to turn a
barracks
stage
are
into
under
something?
attack.
I think Silver Edge is good versus Amber if you can hit him once, because you limit a lot of the damage he's doing. It's actually
Radiant's
something
top
that's very
tower is
underrated
under
that
attack.
I think it's actually really good versus Gyro and Amber.
I forget about that aspect of a lot.
Yeah.
Usually they just die.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom barracks are under attack.
I mean,
Radiant's top tower
usually
has
players just
fallen.
get it for the break. You don't really get it for the damage reduction that you get from fight. You actually use your.
The Thelmaman gets scythed up. Looks like he is going to still get hit by the AA blast. Ooh, super nice Sonic Wave coming out from Queen. Focusing down.
No gem though.
Barracks, no detection. and that
Radiant's
will
top
be
barracks
And
are
top lane
under
is
Three
Alchemist
rag.
take the tower?
Yep.
Okay, they're getting rat to death right now. This is tough, man. This is tough to watch for them. There's not much they can do, right, with the SB down. They can't kill anyone. And Amber's, because they actually understand that Amber can defend one lane when they're splitting up like this, it makes it so difficult for the Amber to hold the lanes.
Also, every time he has illusions, he sends them away from himself, so it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't get creepy
so
up.
He's like really difficult to bring down.
So did the Amber go for another item?
Radiant's middle tower is under
She
attack.
has to go for another item, right? Otherwise they're just gonna lose.
I mean, what else?
Just get a crit.
Crit?
I don't know.
Radiant's
Anything
top
that gives you
barracks
damage.
have fallen.
So BAs is actually going to get the attack.
Oh, a
Tower
couple
has
racks
fallen.
down already for Mineski. Holding on to their last goodbyes here. And GG comes
Yep.
out.
I really feel like they missed their window though. They had I mean the career stun is unfortunate in the late phase for the Queen. But after that I felt like they were still strong enough to actually
I think so too.
pressure more.
Like it seemed like a lot of times they just only had like 3 people when they needed 4, or 4 people when they needed 5, or one person doing
Do you
solo.
think they should have actually done a lot, because this game they actually didn't really do a lot of smokes. They needed to smoke with the Queen with ideally the Dazzle, because you want the AA to farm. I mean, I would actually give more farm to the AA. It's understandable if you're choosing farm between AA and
I
Dazzle.
think they needed more smokes. They didn't have enough wards up in the jungle
Yeah.
that stayed up,
Mhm.
and they kind of had too many mistakes in the early game. The courier sniped the Ember Spirit, dive at
I mean,
level 1.
the career stamp is sort of like,
It's a big deal.
okay, it's a big deal, but it's an understandable mistake.
Yeah.
It's not like a mistake that is really, really bad. I mean, it affected the game a lot, but sometimes you forget, you know.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's a bad mistake. I'm just saying it affected the game a lot.
Yeah, it affected the game a lot, but they still could have applied more pressure after that, because SB had a really good start.
It
That-
seemed like they were really scared to fight once Bounty Hunter got level 6. I think it seemed like they were like,
I think after the SB got a Midas, he was also spending a lot of time farming, because I mean it's understandable as well, because you just got a Midas, you want to farm, but
Not
at the
versus their
but
lineup.
not versus their lineup. That is the thing. Like against Elk, you never want to trade farm. That's why I felt like, even though he had a good farm this game, even though you agreed like with the Midas, I felt like if he actually went for maybe more stat base, you go for Tread's drum early, you just go fighting.
I don't think he even needs Trez drums to fight. He can just get Trez Midas and fight. They were that strong.
Yeah, I understand. But at the same time, I felt like if you actually, you can still make the drums work if you actually, like, there are going to be situations where the drums are going to allow you to
I
survive.
agree.
and
I
you
think
have to
they just
stats.
want some late game insurance. That's
Like,
not Ember
if
Spirit.
you go late game against Alchemist, it's always going to be tough,
Cool.
So I feel like, yeah, they should have pressured a lot more. and needed more vision.
So they had a good draft, a good game plan for the first 15, and then it kind of fell apart.
Yeah, it was also we
Right-
were
right
quite
when
surprised that Liquid went for the greedy lineup after seeing the Ember Queen and
But
SG.
they were just like, yeah, we got this.
And-
Still, very well played by Liquid. We will have game 2 coming out for you very soon. Check out VP versus Vici on
That's
game.
No, I'm just watching through your screen.
Okay,
I'm fine.
fair enough.
Reserve.
Yep. So they ban out the Radiant Shadow Fiend, which I
Radiant
think
team
Liquid like to
ban.
pick a lot as well for Fata.
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable. So second pick team has to ban Doom.
Dire team pick.
So they have Queen of Pain as their opener. They have Wyvern, they have Darkseer,
Darkseer,
Ember.
Ember.
I mean, I guess Darkseer is probably the more...
Night
Oh no, they're
Stalker.
going back for their comfort. Oh yeah, this was
We
actually
talked
banned.
about it.
Radiant team
This was actually
pick.
banned by Liquid in the first phase, the last game. Because Liquid is second pick now, so they have to ban the Doom instead of banning the Night Stalker. So Mineski goes for it right away. So right now, Liquid can actually go for the Darkseer or Wyvern. I think Mineski would look to pair Darkseer or Wyvern with the Night Stalker. Mostly we see the Wyvern opening, Night Stalker plus Wyvern, you remember, during the Frankfurt Majors.
Don't you think Night Stalker's a bigger priority ban against Mineski than the Tuskar?
10 seconds
Tusk, but
remaining.
But they do play Tusk very well. It's like it's kind of hard toss up between
5
the two.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
I mean, Tusk is also an extremely strong hero. It's
But
very
Night
hard to-
Stalker can be
Reserve time.
substituted with Bounty Hunter, whereas Tusk is
Yeah, but
very
don't you
difficult.
feel Bounty Hunter is a lot worse than Night Stalker in what he does right now? Because you're so much weaker in the lane.
It is, but it's still passable. We saw Kuro make it work last game. It just depends on how
Oh
comfortable you
dear.
are with the hero in the
Dire
lanes.
So
team
they're going back
pick.
for the same draft. They're basically trying to force Mineski because they understand that Mineski sometimes make mistakes, so they try to pick a more greedier draft, so Mineski would make mistakes that allow their greedier draft to be more successful. Is that the thought process actually?
That's what I thought it would be better to ban an Alchemist, because, I mean, I guess if you're Mineski though, you don't want to.
You just need to execute better, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah,
10 seconds remaining.
it's not that easy though. It's like, hey, we're gonna clean up our play. We're gonna die less and kill more.
5 seconds remaining.
So will they go for the Wyvern here or they go for a Queen? I mean, Queen would be understandable. Or even a
Reserve
Spirit
time.
Breaker early. Queen, I guess Queen would be more flexible. I guess you
I
can
thought
still
Spirit Breaker was really good for them, but maybe some overlap with the Night Stalker in terms of roles.
I mean, you can do 4 Night
Four
Stalker,
Night Stalker
and
and
3
three, yeah.
SB. But then it gives out your what you're doing now, because when you pick SB plus NS, it's more or less 1 is 3, 1 is 4. I mean, unless you want to run NS mid, which is not very good versus Alchemist, because it means Alchemist will get free farm then.
Dire
I mean,
team
this
ban.
is just
The
more
anti-Alch.
about the Alchemist. I
But
guess.
it's not good versus Darkseer, and
No.
I also feel like it wasn't terribly effective last game. It should have been more, but they didn't.
because they weren't
combo
using
it.
it more.
Yeah, they weren't comboing everybody like
They
minute,
weren't
let's say.
playing
10
more
seconds
aggressive with the
remaining.
Ice Blast. Like you want to utilize the Ice Blast as much as you can against the Alch
So
Radiant
they'll
team
play more
ban.
aggressively
with the same.
with the
draft.
same hero. Okay, that sounds pretty good. We thought that was a it was
yeah,
a good
and,
draft.
and we talk about NS being support as well, but sometimes they do have position 3 NS. It's rare. It's more common that they actually put Jesse Rush on because it's much more
10
suitable
seconds
to their,
remaining.
how they run their game and how they play, how they approach the game.
I think he plays pretty nice NS.
Yeah, and he
Dire
makes a
team
lot of
ban.
good wards for his team, a lot of space, a lot of vision. And so overall, it's a very good playstyle for their team. Vision control, pressure the mid. So I think they probably will go for Queen or SB next.
10
which would
seconds
be
remaining.
really strong in the lane and make sure you can pressure the Alchemist. in the
5
early
seconds
phase.
remaining.
So I guess Liquid would choose to maybe ban one of those two.
Reserve
I
time.
think Queen would probably be a much more scary ban for
I think
scary hero for
yeah.
Alchemist rather than the SB. I'm not sure. I think you choose
Radiant
to ban
team
one of
ban.
those two. Maybe even you choose to ban one and you pick SB for yourself.
So
'cause
why
you're
they ban
Darkseer.
Venge?
For Mineski?
Yeah, I don't feel like it was that effective last game.
Yeah, me too. Maybe they feel like the only way they save the Alchemist is with Venge when you are trying
10
to focus
seconds
the
remaining.
But then there's still Dazzle, right? There's still Dazzle. There's still maybe a Shadow Demon
5
if they really want
seconds
to
remaining.
save the Alchemist.
I feel like if he gets hit by AA blast, he's like almost certainly dead regardless of swap.
Reserve time.
I mean, Swap could save him if you actually stop the incoming damage after Ice Blast.
That's
Don't you
so
think
hard.
so?
It's
I mean, it's
it requires a level 11 Venge. I
Yeah.
feel too.
I mean, it's very unlikely it happens, but maybe they are actually thinking about what are the ways that you can save the Alchemist which got hit by Ice Blast. And Swap was
Shadow
like,
Demon. Pipe.
Radiant team pick.
it really depends on the situation. Though. Like Venge feels more secured in most of the situations because you put like if you're level 11, you just pull him out of a safe distance, so you make sure
Dire
he
team
survives.
pick.
So it is indeed the SB for
And Queen.
Liquid. They didn't ban the Queen though, they banned the Slada,
Radiant
which is
team
also
pick.
understandable because Slada is very good versus Alchemist. And it's gonna result in Mineski being able to actually go for the Queen, as we also expected that to happen for them. So they have a very strong early game, like again a very strong early orientated lineup with NS, AA, Queen. Very good level 1 fighting as well, so they can actually contest the Alchemist.
10
for the first
seconds
bounty.
remaining.
Don't they just go with like Ember here to just
5
kind of
seconds
complement
remaining.
their heavy?
Yeah, I
heavy
think
play?
so. I think so. Ember would be a really nice pickup.
Reserve
Or they
time.
feel like they want to take a moment to think about their carry thing and go for a support like Bane, like a tanky support, or just Dazzle. Yeah, Dazzle is just
Dire team pick.
a support that fits into most of the strategies you want to run, and it's very good in the laning phase. Doesn't give away too much. I guess it's already 4 here, so they sort of know what Liquid want to go for. They can go for a more greedy carry with the Dazzle in the safe lane now, or even go for like an Ember.
I just think Ember is especially well suited for this.
Yeah,
type
I
of
guess
game.
they'll just ban it after Mineski pick a
10
hero.
seconds
If they
remaining.
don't want Ember for themselves, they'll just pick one hero and then just ban the Ember next.
5 seconds remaining.
So Mineski needs heroes that are going to be
Drow
able to pressure
Ranger.
a lot. So Drow is a hero
Radiant
that's
team
going to
ban.
pressure a lot, and you want to take fights. You want to push towers as early, and they're on the dire side, so they want to get Roshan early. But
I think
Drow-
that's super dangerous.
But
though.
Drow versus SB is
SB,
really good.
yeah.
Yeah, SB is really good versus Drow with the Iron Shell. That's something that you worry a lot.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm also very worried. They also don't have a mech carrier at the moment.
5
Right,
seconds
you want to push down a lot of
remaining.
towers early. You want to fight a lot with the
I
Queen.
mean, they can go for a mech carrier as the last pick, right?
Reserve
They can
time.
run NSS position for AA support with.
But how many
Drow.
are there in the off lane that carry mech?
None.
That aren't
Prophet
Dark
withdraw,
Seer?
Prophet withdraw, but Prophet is
Mm.
not very good versus SB though. And if you talk about another one, it's like Beastmaster, but you rarely see Beastmaster go
Nope.
mech nowadays. Beastmaster
Not
usually
anymore.
goes for Necrobook, yeah. Offlaners that buy like Clockwork going for mech is like an old school thing.
Yeah. What the? Yeah, I think I guess it's mostly just Dark Seer actually. Undying sometimes too, but he's
Tusk-
already banned
Tusk
out.
as well, but ban out. So I guess it's just Prophet that can build mech early. The other heroes are just not so ideal to get an early mech on the off lane. Wow, they actually ban out Lich, so they
Dire
were
team
expecting
ban.
NS to be a position tree because they're very much lacking a good position tree hero right now, apart from running your own NS as a offlaner.
I don't think it's that bad to run NS as off lane here. They need more pressure from the lanes though.
10 seconds remaining.
I still think like the AA Drow lane's pretty weak, even with an NS.
5 seconds
You know, if
remaining.
they actually do dual lanes, NS plus 1 and AA plus Drow, don't you feel like Darkseid plus SB would just run over the lane?
Yeah, they will. Badly.
Radiant team
they will
pick.
just wreck the lane. So as expected as well, we talk about Mineski would be banning Ember because that's the last hero that could fit into Liquid's lineup very well. So right now, Matumaman, either he plays like something like a Slug. Slug is good versus Drow. But your laning phase is weaker, so it allows the Queen of Pain Drow lineup to maybe pressure more.
I mean, they're
Oh, okay. What do you think about going for Wind Ranger? Then you buy, but Mag on
10
Wind Ranger
seconds
sucks
remaining.
right now. You don't
yeah,
really
that
want-
is.
But they have a Drow lineup though,
5
and Wind Ranger
seconds remaining.
That's true. I'm on board with the Wind Ranger.
could be good versus good with their lineup versus
Reserve
what team
time.
they
I think I
have.
like MP a little bit more though, for the more push and more global.
Yeah, as long
presence.
as they have a range hero that can fit the position hero.
10
So
seconds
Liquid wants to
remaining.
go for Matumba Man hero. Either you go for Slug or Juggernaut.
5 seconds remaining.
Wind Ranger at your
Oh, they're
service.
actually gonna snag the Wind Ranger for themselves.
Dire team pick.
So it's gonna be a mid Wind Ranger and a safe lane Alchemist. Okay, Viper is also a good lineup with a good hero with draw and he builds the mech. So I guess you have off lane Queen of Pain now, and then mid Viper. Unless they want to do tri lane with Viper against the safe lane of Liquid. I
Once
guess
I
not.
get crushed,
Yeah, I guess not.
yeah.
I guess not.
I think it's fine to just do 2-1-2.
Maybe just I think they just do 2-1-2. Yeah, Queen of Pain plus NS, draw plus AA, Viper mid. But then draw plus AA might actually lose. You will lose the lane against
They
Darkseid
can
plus
kind of rotate the
NS to help top
Yeah.
first. Then you leave the Queen alone on the off lane.
What's wrong with that?
and then you help the queen after, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of need
Still
to
looks
secure the
risky.
Drow's lane, though.
Wow, that
because
is a fast smoke. Holy cow.
that's actually too early, though. Like, you can't really... Your smoke runs out when you reach
Prepare
around this
for
area.
battle.
Usually you'll see it like right outside the T2.
Yeah, around the T2, yep. Unless they find an early kill. What are they
are they
gonna
doing?
doing? Roshan? No way,
Oh, no,
right?
there's no way they can rush with this.
Okay, they want to run out through this area here.
I mean, they're already going to be there by the time they're up. Oh, actually, not if
Yeah.
they go this
Oh,
way.
Okay. This might work for them.
Oh, that's awkward.
Okay, the smoke ran out.
That and they all popped at the same time, so they know. They have to know.
There's no way this works anymore. Oh, they want to fight with double Iron Shell, it seems.
Oh, looks like all 10 heroes are indeed down into the area. Fada
Oh,
gets
no,
slowed
Fada.
up. But
30
he is
seconds
close
to
enough to the
battle.
T2 tower that will demolish them this
They're
early
gonna
in the
try to
game.
fight with maybe double or triple Iron Shells.
I think they can.
But they have
Oh,
chilling
that's
touch.
scary.
Oh, no,
Chilling touch
chilling
plus
touch.
precision aura.
No.
Oh,
A
wait.
bot mission.
These
Wait,
heroes are
what?
kind of split up. Uro charges into them, has level 1 Ion Shell, but it
He's
doesn't look like it's
tanky.
enough.
He's so tanky, he's fine. So Bounty Rune is gonna be... No, the Alchemist just wants his Bounty Rune, he's running towards top lane. And
That's what you do, man.
Jirax might just
The
suicide just for the
battle
Bounty Rune here. He
begins.
might just even die for the Bounty Rune. Oh my god, they got both the Bounty Runes!
First
Holy shit,
blood.
that is so huge for Liquid.
We'll take that.
Worth giving up first
Worth.
blood.
It's worth.
I mean, it's worth it if Al gets it.
It's worth.
I don't think they needed to sacrifice him on bottom for it.
You mean the Dazzle for...
Yeah.
I think it's worth though, even a support trading for that Bounty Rune. Because
Is it?
if you imagine your mid Alchemist is getting the Bounty Rune and you deny the other mid not getting his Bounty Rune, then Alchemist just gets a like easy lane. I think it's worth though.
If he dies right now, looks like
Fine,
he's
fine.
he's
SD,
okay.
SD gonna save him. And ooh, that was close. That was really close. They might have even gotten that kill. But right now, I think Liquid is in such a comfortable spot with their lanes securing the double Bounty Runes. And Darkseer, because he actually got to the top fairly early as well, so he's gonna have a good time if he gets this pull off as well.
Nope. Denied.
Denied indeed.
Queen of Pain not looking to have the easiest time on bottom. Looks like it will be a Matumba man with Ranger, not a Fada one.
So do you think that the Alchemist would actually build? Oh no.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Pain.
You didn't expect him to have Shackle Shot at level 1? I guess so.
I wouldn't.
But do you actually think that this game you actually don't build Aghanims on Wind Ranger and you wait for the Alchemist to kill you the Aghanims? Do you actually do that? Do you
I don't
it's-
think so because you need the HP. Look at their lineup, dude. Like Queen and AA. And
So you just want to build it on your... Oh my god, he's actually getting... He has a stun, he might kill the Viper though. Oh, the slow! The attack speed is slow.
2 HP.
Oh my god, that would have been huge. And he had a casual ring as well in the lane. That actually saved his life. When you laugh, but
I know it's true.
okay, this is kind of expected. We expected the Darkseer plus SB to actually run over the A plus Drow lane, so they are getting a kill
Dyer's
there.
middle tower is under attack.
And looking at the last hits, so Darkseer doesn't have a good amount of last hits, but getting the kill sort of like compensates
And
for
Queen has 2. She's getting crushed out here.
that. Yeah, he died once, but he has his level 3
That's
soon.
not good enough. This win rate has way too good of a start. And this is with Drow aura on Queen.
Yeah, but the Queen is alone here versus 2 heroes at the start. The Dazzle was down here.
I know. I'm not saying that she should have done better. I'm just saying it's really bad for her. You don't want your Queen to suffer that badly in the early game.
Yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, offlane Queens, I think generally you just want to get levels mostly and you have to with your Sonic Wave. obviously you want to have farm at the same time, but it's difficult that his team puts.
I mean, she's even having some trouble staying in the lane though, contesting.
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, mid lane. They got a kill with the NF rotating over. So you feel like the win. Oh my, maybe later. Loki comes in with the Iron Shell. Jules is gonna no bash. Not enough damage for the kill, but you feel like the Wind Ranger should just get his own Aghanim's and just
I think so.
with his own.
I think you'll have to wait too long otherwise. How long are you gonna have to wait for? You need to wait for Radiance. You need to wait for
what if
Manta,
he goes for
the Solar Crest. So manly.
they're gonna lose the NS as well.
They don't have charge,
He's
though.
gonna have charge again. Like he just needs to block.
Oh my gosh. Second time Jesse Nash gets
Killing
walked
spree.
in.
Double kill.
Man, this is such a good rotation from the support, from the SB there. It was a really key moment
Radiant's
that he needed to be
bottom
in the middle
tower
lane
is
that
under
secured them
attack.
two of the kills.
And on top of this, just being there earlier.
Yeah, good support play. That was just a very good rotation from him. Was a huge difference maker.
Oh, I still have this on the whole time?
Holy shit. Benlini.
That was 5 minutes?
Benlini.
Oh my god. How did that happen? We are so sorry. Winter, you're looking at it.
I'm looking at this screen.
I'm
not
looking at this screen.
not the X screen, dude.
Oh my god. We apologize. I'm still kind of, we are so sorry. Winter, you're looking at it
I'm looking
in disbelief that that happened for 5 minutes. Jesus.
Own it.
Alright. My man oh, maybe not. He's actually gonna run away. And Jerax is gonna body block him.
Oh my,
My
gosh.
god.
Own it.
That is so
They're getting
depressing.
outplayed so hard.
That is so depressing.
Own it.
Alright.
He's still going for it. I don't know if he can run this tree in time.
Juke. He has Grave?
Yeah, oh,
No.
he had stick. Stick with. Stick with.
Tower is under
And the
attack.
Queen's back in the lane, so they got a kill on the Dazzle, which was out
Radiant's
of mana.
bottom tower is
So
under
Raging
attack.
Potato checking if there was stacks. And I
Dire
think he was
structures
even
are
the one that placed the
fortified.
ward down there. The Viper went down and placed the
Dire's
ward there.
top tower is under
Stick with. Draw lineup. I don't even see them able to like push any towers anytime soon, dude.
under
And the
attack.
Queen's back in the lane, so they. But you don't think that's enough, right?
I think that he can just catch up easily with stacks, and he's going for more of a fighting
But
build.
he doesn't have stacks.
I mean, they can stack for him though. Once this is
You
down.
still think it's really
Dyer's
bad for
bottom
Mineski,
tower is
really,
under
really
attack.
I
bad.
think so. I think with the Drow lineup, you want to be in a position where actually.
You think the Alchemist?
So I think like bottom lane is as big of a win for Liquid as
Oh, here
mid
we
lane
go.
is a
Again?
for Mineski.
Yeah, I can see your point, but I still think that the Viper pressuring the Alchemist a lot is.
Fatal getting charged up. Jarex, Graves, TP, Fada
Oh, the bad.
connecting with.
Dyer's middle
Look how slow are they?
Doesn't
What
look
the
like
heck?
they're
They
gonna be able
can't
to kill
chase
him.
him.
is under attack.
No, none of them have TPs.
They need one.
Been rotating, he might have gotten 2 kills there
Yeah.
with Sonic Wave.
That was such a ridiculously long dive. 3-second roll, man.
Been rotating, he might have gotten 2 kills there with
Yeah.
Sonic Wave.
That was such a ridiculous.
They need to have Master of Death on draw and transition the draw into the jungle. Then you want to give the lane to A, so A gets level 6, and then you find a timing to get Roshan. That's what Mineski is going to look to do. And obviously complete the.
Power shot to scout, spear breaker. They're like not far ahead enough.
for the Grand Roche. They can't just walk.
Or wait for nighttime.
Oh my god, Surge. That was dead. Oh my
Dominating.
god, they're actually just.
I mean, we
Dyer's
kind of
top
expected
tower
that from
has
the early
fallen.
laning phase, but I did not expect it to be this bad for them. Fada running in, charging up, unstable. Jules gonna get owned by
Kill.
charging spear breaker.
Double.
Followed up and with the help of Ion Shell and
Dyer's
We're gonna be able to
bottom
get a
tower
return
is
kill
under
on
attack.
top of this
Triple
chasing
kill.
Oh my god!
this bad for them. Yeah, but too much
Dominating.
damage over
Under attack.
time coming out
Dyer's bottom
And that's
tower
another
is under
death.
attack.
for old Queen of Pain. Like, look at her. But what's the net worth like?
Yeah, obviously with the bounty runes, the net worth is.
And Viper, you cannot afford to lose the lane that badly.
Radiant's middle
That's
tower
the
is
thing
under
with
attack.
A, you know, like if you put A and draw it against the Darkseid and
You know, the game could have been a lot different had Al gotten that first kill on the
Yep.
Viper instead of the other way around.
I agree. I think that SB just did a lot this game. He
Dyer's
suffered
middle
a lot
tower is
by
under
bounty. He got the crucial bottom snipe, which allowed their greedy draft to actually come online, and it delayed the pressure onto the Alchemist because you don't have the bottle on the.
I'm down.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
So they actually don't really have many options left for Mineski apart from trying to get that Roshan and just try to catch back up from there.
Yeah, they can't push. Like, they don't have a mech yet, and they're also dealing with like power shot and asses. With the way the game's proceeding for them, how do they deal with this like Spearbreaker just? Raging Potato can't finish him off.
What does the draw actually have right now? Does he have anything? Oh my god, he has some trouble with that. This
0-3-0.
This is so bad. I mean, he's like catching up to the rest of the heroes. Just look at the Navel. Very far behind.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
they
tower
really
is
need
under
like
attack.
some tower money, some gold for the team, but I just don't see.
I mean, smoke to Roche, smoke for a kill with Sonic Wave. I guess that's the.
Damage for Roche though? I don't think so. They don't have any life steal. Because they have deep observer wards. As well as heroes threatening to pressure the
Radiant's
towers.
bottom
Yeah, and their
tower
wards
is
are at a
under
position
attack.
where it's much difficult to deward as well. The one on towards the right side. Yeah, this is not easy to deward because you generally don't place the sentry around that area. And here comes the charge from Kuroki again onto the Drow, but he spots them first, so cancels it with the dust. But they're not even going to be able to get any return kills from that. So
Dyer's top
it's like
tower is
pressure
under
and
attack.
space created.
They're so scared during nighttime, man. Jesse Vash eyeing Matumba Man, who did go for that. Go, dude. This is what happened last game. He blinked for a. But you know, those are the kind of kills that you're just like, why did I blink there? What am I doing?
Not worth it.
Not worth it. But the thing is, Vada will get owned with the Ice Blast and the heavy
That was
right
the
click.
first kill they got on the night.
That's pretty good.
That's like probably the bigger kill they can get right
One
now.
more kill and then they can try and transition to Roche. I don't know if they like saw.
Do
him
you actually
as
go
he was
back
going.
for Midas on the Viper now after the Mag? Because the game is
towers and
Radiant
Roche? That's what
structures
you
are
need more than
fortified.
anything else.
yeah,
Like-
but you have the Mag, right? It's important item to put down.
Dyer's bottom
don't really
tower
need
is under
anything else.
attack.
That's true. So it's either a Midas or a Scepter at this.
Viper now after the Mag? Because the game is
Towers and
Radiant
Roche. That's what
structures
you
are
need more than
fortified.
anything else.
yeah,
Like-
but you have the Mag, right? Yeah, but I can see the reasoning behind the Midas here if you want.
Anything else.
Yeah,
Like-
but you have the Mag, right? It's important item to put down.
Dyer's bottom
don't- Then like, he's gonna try and grave Kuroki, but grave himself actually.
Either a Midas or a Scepter at this.
Yeah, but I can see the reasoning behind the Midas here if you want. Oh, they're gonna get Mata?
Radiant's
Trouble?
middle tower.
The Midas here if you want.
Oh, it
He's
looks like
dead,
they have
he's
enough
dead.
damage without the ultimate.
So he's actually going SSY instead of the Radiance. Oh, they're gonna get Mata?
Radiant's
Trouble?
middle tower.
Oh, it
He's
looks like they
dead,
have
he's
enough
dead.
damage without the ultimate.
So he's actually going SSY instead of the Radiance. Easier because they needed to just survive the early game. Because Mineski has a weaker late game this time.
I don't think they needed a Midas at all, though. They could have just easily.
I mean, I can see your point. It's just that Windrunner doesn't really need the Midas. But don't you think that even if
Middle
it pays off,
tower
you
is
still
under
think it's not
attack.
worth it, even if the game doesn't...
If it's super passive, you can just get. I think that's okay.
It's like your Midas is the Maelstrom instead of the...
Absolutely zero impact with focus fire.
Yep.
Like, actually
Shadow
nothing.
wave.
Unless maybe getting higher
It
levels of
just
focus
helps you
fire.
like farm a little faster.
Yeah,
get
but I think
some
Maelstrom is really good for that too.
Yeah.
But generally, you just don't have enough HP. You can just spam out power shots and lanes and get a lot of farm that way.
So Jesse Bosch is not going at Midas this game. He's going straight in as well with the next Aegis. Stun from L. Do you actually prefer that or over the axe, or you actually prefer axe? You just
Sean has fallen to the Dire.
I
Immortality.
think Axe
Dire's
is-
Oh, he's
middle
actually
tower
raised
is
a
under
line.
attack.
on the Viper. I thought that you want to have more stats and more movement speed, so you keep fighting like drums, SMY is very common.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So how screwed are Mineski right now?
The Shadow can connect. Oh my god, they're gonna
Radiant
wait.
tower is
Otherwise,
under
he's just
attack.
gonna die twice.
Hellfire
They need to
has
stand back up.
fallen.
Viper's here to make sure that they can't really go onto the Zhao anymore. But fall out here. Midas not gonna help you, bro. But he tanks a Sonic Wave that is decent at least around cooldown. Otherwise, he's just gonna die twice. They need to stand blowing the Sonic Wave for the position 1 hero. To the Zhao anymore. But on the offlane. He's going to use
Unnecessary.
Radiant's middle tower is under
straight
attack.
Aghanim is better.
I think Orchid is still pretty good.
But he's never gonna get it on a good time.
Yeah.
Radiant
Still,
structures
I think Yul's. I mean, what is Yul's
Radiant's
statement
middle tower is
against?
under
Spear Breaker,
attack.
I suppose. Plus
Stun.
out.
It's either you get Use or you try to get Aghanim's. That's like the only two options you have. Because he's not getting too much farm, so it's easy for him to save up for an item like Use.
That's true.
Actually quite decent though, it's quite good because you have, especially when you're on the off, if you're building into jumps, you can get a bracer or you can get a robe of magi. It's actually an item that allows the queen to have much more survivability in the game. The going to Briar once more. We've seen this story a lot of times this game. SB with Iron Shell charging into the Drow Ranger.
Oh, he does get hit by the Ice Blast.
They're gonna get another kill on the Viper as well. Like the two biggest calls on Mineski going down here. This is like a big victory for Liquid, getting the 2 heroes. I mean, that is so bad for them right now.
Spear Breakers.
Or something else that is like right away impactful with the Shadow Blade. When you don't see it,
It did.
and it gave them
Dire's
crucial kills.
top tower is
Now
under
Drow
attack.
Ranger can't gust him out of the
Dire's structures are fortified.
out of it.
Or something else that is like right away impactful with the Shadow Blade. When so Fata going back
Dire's
for what?
top
Lincoln?
tower is under attack. Dire's
Auto?
top tower
Radiant?
has
Way impactful with the Shadow Blade. I guess because they are actually ahead now, why not? You can even go further ahead. Or what else would you actually go in his position?
Solar?
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Actually, no.
Yeah, I think Radiant's Vata doing that
Dyer's
for what?
top
Lincoln?
tower is under
Classic or traditional position 1 safe laner that takes up a lot of, I guess because they are actually ahead game, so you can go for the Radiance, which is, I mean, generally the most greedy build on Alchemy in his position.
Solar?
Dyer's bottom tower.
Another strike shackle shot from Matuma, man. Easy kill for them. So.
The problem is every time he gets his heals, it's like too late. Like it's just, what is
But
it gonna do?
he's
at
not
this
gonna
point?
survive even if he has agonies at that point, so you can go for the Radiance, which is, I mean, generally the most greedy build on Alchemy. Another strike shackle shot from Matuma, man. Easy kill for them. So.
The problem.
So you feel like they should have again played more aggressive?
I feel like they really needed to not lose the top lane that badly.
Yeah, but they can't win. How are they gonna win that lane?
They have the
They
NX over
can't.
there.
Maybe you feel he went to the top lane too late? Do you think so?
I don't know. This Drow has like
Could have done. Like even if it's going to be a trade, like SV for Drow, every time it happens, it's going to be worth it for them if it's 1-for-1.
budget and do 2-1-2 the other way.
Drow off lane and Queen of Queen safely.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I think that was the one we even on.
Yeah, he's just
Kuro.
wrecking the Drow all the time.
And looks like
Another
Stalker.
another kill. He does complete his agony. So at least that's something for them. It's still a really good time for the support NS to complete the agony. They need the next Roshan. I think if they can't get the next Roshan, they're just gonna lose the game.
It's not the Spirit Breaker though. Even if you get the gem, like he's just everywhere at the same
But
time.
what else can you do at this point? Like that's the best you can hope for, right?
Yeah. You hope for
So they're gonna blink and use, but they won't be any follow. Yeah, I agree. I think they have to hope for the Roche Jack with the vision control and. Hope for after that. So
Dyer's
their
bottom
primary
tower
objective
is
right now is
under
to just
attack.
get the Roshan for themselves and just having the Aegis means they still
Dyer's
have some
bottom
hope.
tower has
What? Vacuum into like maybe you don't really even need the vacuum
Dyer's
into the
bottom
stun from
tower
Alchemist.
is
You
under
just
attack.
get a 3-man vacuum or 4-man
Radiant
vacuum, you're still
structures
gonna
are
win the fight
fortified.
after that. They just have much more damage coming from the SB and Alchemist and even the Wind Ranger at this point.
what is Drow going for?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Qualify,
Radiant's
by
top
the way.
tower has
Mask?
fallen.
Casual mask.
Albert?
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, Potato gets charged up, gets back yet again with Tomo
no, the
charged up
silver
the whole entire time. It looks like the Eels is actually gonna connect.
Oh, he's gonna survive?
Oh, looks like it. And very nice counter game coming out. Matuma Man does actually make the juke out in time.
So they got a really big bounty for killing off Kuro there. But it was the whole team at the end of the day coming over, so the other 2 lanes are being pushed by Liquid.
And Alchemist is getting out of control. Already has his Manta style. That is just insane levels of farm on him. Like how does a like Viper and Drow Ranger deal with these illusions? It's not like they're gonna get an MKB anytime soon. It's not like they haven't really had the mobility.
Yeah,
to push
not heroes that actually deal with illusions very well.
I mean, you kind of have to think about that when they pick Alchemist up so early in the draft.
Yeah, I think the way they approached the game was they wanted to win the lanes with having Drow and Viper. That was their main like core plan. it just didn't pan out the way they did because of the SB mainly.
The SB factor.
Yeah, the SB just wrecked the lanes so badly at top. Imagine if they actually, you don't even need to win the lanes for the draw. You just need to break even. Let's say they break even. A lot of the things would have come faster for them. The Roshan and you know all the group up plays would have come faster. So when you go up earlier, you disallow the SB to actually charge and actually get a lot of pickoffs. Because they weren't able to go out early, it allowed the SB to actually get into this type of
The
momentum.
post-rogue smoke. Oh!
No!
Oh
yeah, that sucks.
That
But
was
they-
unnecessary.
Yeah, but they need a gem right now on the NS. They need a gem. They need to do vision control so they can actually try and come back into the game by limiting Liquid's farm on the map and by not allowing the SB to actually charge in with the Shadow Blade or the Silver Edge too much. Power shot. Yeah, power shot.
He does get the blink out in time.
That was close.
That
I
was
thought he was.
super
I thought
close.
he was dead.
Same. Samesies, man.
But things are still looking tough for Mineski right now because the Alchemist is just balling out of control. It's gonna reach a point where the Alchemist is just gonna push all the lanes by himself, and Mineski is gonna be hard pressed to push the lanes.
So kind of like last game.
Even worse because the Alchemist is much better this game.
And they don't have a farmed Ember Spirit.
So they have the gem on the NS now. So this is like they have to make a move soon with the gem on the NS. They need to make a move. The longer they wait, it's just gonna get so hard with the Alchemist getting so much farm. They can't really like outfarm the Alchemist anymore at this rate. The Drow, the Queen and the Viper just doesn't, they don't really have tools to actually just farm faster than them. Like even the Midas and Wind Ranger allows him to actually just constantly stay ahead of everyone else. It's tough though, they need to make a move. Like they're 10k goal behind but they need to make a move.
Oh, they made a move by getting the second Aegis of the Immortal, dumping it on Raging Potato, trying to push this lane in. Darkseer does have a Blink Dagger though, and that's what I view as like super scary. If it's only one guy out that can isolate with Shackle or Spirit Breaker and kill,
Radiant's
if
middle
they're
tower
grouped
is
together,
under
They
it's out
don't,
of
they don't have the easiest combo to
Radiant
execute.
structures
They'll
are fortified.
vacuum into unstable construction, even the easiest like combination to execute. But they're gonna try it. It's gonna run forward with their silence. Pop the stand, try to release the silence. Goes to stun onto Ryo. And the vacuum comes on 3 heroes. Here we go, the combination. But they didn't get the Shackle on. But does it going to matter? Is it really going to matter? They pop the Aegis on the Viper. Drow is already dead. And if they lose the Viper again,
there's no way he's a
it feels like it's right now if they lose the Viper. Their timing window is already all like lost for Mineski.
I mean, how do you really
Killing
counter that
spree,
sort of
double
play though?
kill.
Like they kind of did what they needed to do. They took Roach, they smoked out, they were in like decent
They just
positioning.
lost their lanes too hard. Like the Drow lane just lost too hard to the SB. It's just Kuroki again. Both the games he did a lot of work in the early lane as a support. The first game it was the Bounty. This game he was the SB.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They needed the thing with the Drow line is they needed to win the lanes harder so that they can transition into the push
Dire's
faster.
middle
That is
tower
like
has fallen.
the main thing that they needed.
So
to
not
achieve.
the Night Stalker then? I don't really know.
It's not the NS though. It's just. Don't you feel it's like okay, AA counters the Alchemist,
Dire's
but then
structures
AA
are
has the weakness of the lane problem against Darkseid versus SB.
And there's also no roaming, but
Dire's
And
middle
you have to
tower
think
is
about it,
under
like
attack.
they use like how many picks they use to actually pressure
Dire's
down.
middle
So they
tower
like
has
three picks,
fallen.
the Drow, the Viper and the AA. And then they allowed the shipping to be optimized for by the Darkseid and the SB. It's just fun. Basically not much for fighting. Like Alk is just way out of control and I mean SB is just also really farm.
dude, they can't touch him, man.
Dire's middle barracks
Without
are
the
under
ice
attack.
boss, they're not gonna kill him. Even with the ice boss, I mean, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, what's their upside for their fights though?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Vision, try to get better positioning from Aghanim's Night Stalker. I mean, that's their best bet right now.
Maybe picking off
Like,
Darkseer
how are they going
really
to
quickly?
initiate? Like, you think about their initiation, they don't have a blink jumper. They don't really. But what is their initiating tool? Viper Strike, Void from NS. It's really not ideal. Even if you use Queen to blink in and use someone, it's also not ideal. they don't really have a very solid initiating tool or a hero that can actually jump in like clockwork.
Dude, what is this hodgepodge of items? I don't think I've ever seen this. S and Y into Morbid Mask into Talisman Evasion into crit.
A bit of everything.
A bit of everything indeed.
Mixing a cocktail. But they're pretty much good. He knows it. He's just trying to get as much value out of his items because he knows there's not much time that he can use to farm.
Illusion.
But it seems like both the games they lose because of the lanes mainly.
Yep.
Both the games they lost against the Alchemists because they didn't capitalize on it. And this game they pressured the Alchemists, but they didn't win the other lane.
Dyer's courier
Oh my
has
god, the
been
illusion
killed.
just took career. And Cuckoo got solo killed by Wind Ranger while we were watching that.
Wow, they have a really hard time taking out those illusions.
It's just really tough though from their position right now. We are trying to just figure out what they can actually do, but it's just tough from their side being put in this situation when you have a draw lineup, because you don't actually want to play a draw lineup when you're behind. You always want to be ahead.
It's kind of like she's kind of like Alchemist, and then if you're not like 5,000 gold ahead, like 15, 20 minutes in, you're in a pretty bad
Would you
position.
consider her weaker than Alchemist in the sense that Alchemist has at
He
least
can
a
catch
chance
up
to
for him.
Yeah, catch up
And he can
counter.
fight early. But I think that Drow's much better at ensuring that you win all the lanes. Supposedly.
Yep,
Theoretically.
supposedly. Theoretically.
Theoretically.
But he can't really win this lane though. Honestly, he can't win the lane. Like against the
Killing
Dark Sun,
spree.
they
Ownage.
just can't win the lane.
I'm talking about the other lanes.
Yeah, but Queen can't really win her lane as well against two heroes. And they did win the Viper versus Alchemist lane. So they did what they could. Don't you
Yeah.
think so?
They did.
It's just about the supports they had which allowed Darkseid versus Spearbreaker to capitalize on it. Maybe it's even fair to say that it's better to actually ban out this combination because they did actually choose to ban something else instead of this. I'm not sure though, I'm not sure how we actually deal with it with the draw lineup. It's just like they get run over like this, the Spearbreaker just runs in the front.
Dyer's bottom tower
They
is
don't have a
under
lot of
attack.
reliable knockdowns where sometimes you see Spearbreaker struggle, like against Shaker or instant stun like Rubik. They don't really have all the
Dyer's
stuff.
middle barracks are under attack.
They also been really good at hitting shots. He's gotten a lot of solo picks. And Midas has seen the payoff for him in terms of net worth. But, I mean, Mineski are just getting rolled inside their own base. Diving under the T4's Liquid, showing no signs of stopping. And that will be the final blow for Mineski today.
Oh dear.
Dyer's
this is
bottom
it's
barracks
roughly,
are
I think they only
ready
have
for victory.
1 point. One drop. And 3 off. 2 off. So yeah. They played 6 games, it's 5-1.
They looked
1-5.
pretty good in game number 1, at least for a decent amount of the game.
Yeah.
I'm surprised game 2 went so
I
poorly
mean,
for them.
both the games against Liquid, it felt like they got outplayed a lot by all the small little details. It was just like Liquid being much more aware of what they needed to do in the early laning phase to ensure that they win the game. It wasn't by any means like very, very bad storms. It was just like, it was mostly like the tactical part of the game where they got outclassed. Like the draft and the play style in general. I don't feel like Mineski was like, there was no hope for Mineski at all against Liquid. It was just they needed this sort of experience against the better teams to help them grow as a team.
They seemed very unconfident in like their decision making.
Yeah, when they were ahead, especially in the first
Yeah,
game, they
they-
didn't pressure enough. Like especially when you were looking at Mineski playing against other C teams, they would probably be more aggressive because maybe they are more comfortable, they understand the team more, and against a stronger team, probably they felt like they needed to take things slower. When against Alchemist, you cannot actually let that happen. I
That's a
mean,
good point,
they're
Winter.
just gonna look back at the replays and understand like they're gonna do better tomorrow. Pretty sure.
Well,